Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man.
Hi, Disc Golf Answer Man. This is Rodney coming from West Michigan. I had submitted my question on the Google Forms, but I wanted to go ahead and put a speak pipe in because I'm a little pressed for time.
It says on there, Rodney.
And I also heard you guys are backed up to the tune of around 70 questions or so. So I want to make sure I get this to you before the subject comes.
Before February.
Rodney, you realize this is going to get asked twice now because I'm not going to remember this by the time we get to it on the Google form.
So my question is about what you do on Saturday night when you play 2 rounds Saturday, 1 round Sunday.
Party.
Do you attend?
Eat pizza? What do you?
He's gonna continue his question.
Tacos.
You're being that's always the answer.
The player party, if there is one.
Okay, so maybe that's too. I'm talking to this girl on one of the dating apps I'm on.
Okay.
I sound like
nice.
And we were talking about what did you do over Memorial Weekend, and she said she had tacos, and I was like, okay, when are we going out?
Yeah.
When are we going out? Tacos. Okay.
Do you not? Do you get
do we what now?
a lot of extra rest?
Player party.
Does it all depend on how your rounds on Saturday went? Kind of like to know what you do for recovery. And the reason I ask is because I've got that same format of a tournament coming up at the end of June. It will be my first 3-round tournament. And the last time I played 2 rounds Saturday and then went out with my friends on Sunday to throw a round, I didn't quite make it through the round on Sunday. This was a while ago, and I've built up some stamina since then, but I'd like to know any tips or tricks that you may have. Thanks so much. Appreciate everything you guys do for the sport.
If it's a problem, don't drink.
Yep, that's true.
For me, what do? I usually make an appearance at the player parties, but I also don't drink. So, I mean, I don't do anything out of the ordinary that I wouldn't normally do. Make sure you just get enough rest going into Saturday night, because playing 2 rounds a day is tough. And then waking up the next day and playing again is tough as well. I mean, there's really nothing that I could say that's like, drink this Gatorade and, you'll feel great the next day. But just depends on what you want out of the event, what place you're in going in the next day, what your expectations are. If you're in the lead, I wouldn't recommend going out and getting hammered.
Correct.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it anyway, any day, even if you're in last place. But maybe if you're in last place, go get hammered. But,
Yeah.
But, just take it easy. Know when to call it a night.
Yeah, I try not to do too much after the tournament, especially not like I'm not going to go run and play Ultimate or like go play basketball or something like that. I usually will get dinner with friends if I'm at the tournament. If I'm by myself, I'll just find a restaurant, go sit by myself and just decompress. And I usually go to sleep pretty early the day before a Sunday round, assuming that I can. But yeah, I don't feel like I do any super special stuff. I'm going to not go out of my way to put forth a whole lot more effort. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll practice a couple of holes that I think I messed up that day or that I need practice for the next day. But that's about as much throwing as I'll do that day, unless my putt's feeling like terrible. Maybe I'll putt a little that night, but most of what I do is the next morning. Mm-hmm. Especially if I putted poorly, maybe it's one or the other, but I want to get nice and warm before Sunday's round, and so usually that includes a lot of practice putting.
There you go.